All right, so our mission today is these are all the rules that we have learned so far. We are going to quickly zoom through them. Okay, we're not going to spend a huge amount of time on them. We're going to quickly zoom through them. I've chosen very easy ones each, and we're going to just kind of summarize this. So this is all of our rules in one place. These are our parallel line rules. Who can tell me what X is and what my reason would be for what X is? Madao, yes. What is X and what is my reason? Oh no, Madao, we still can't hear you. We have the same sound issue as last week. I'm going to keep you unmuted and hopefully we'll hear from you at some point. Kira, what's X? What's my reason? Where did Kira go? Kira, I swear your hand was up and then it disappeared. Everything's gone crazy. Okay, Shaden, third time lucky. Shaden, what is X and what is my reason?
Ma'am, I think X is 110 and your
Good.
reason is corresponding angles.
Okay, so when we write corresponding angles, what else do we have to write?
The parallel lines. So corresponding angles equal AB is parallel to FG.
Perfect. Good. Great. 100%. Okay, so our first one is corresponding angles. This is our F shape if we're looking for it. Okay, so there and there and there. And it's the angles that are under our two parallel lines. They are our corresponding angles. Okay. Oh, Kira, your laptop's glitching. Okay, that explains it. Cool. Ready for our next one? Let's move on to question 2. We're going to zoom through these fast like this. Okay, so if you're wanting to take pictures, take them whenever you're needing them. You don't need to ask permission. Okay. Okay. Rule number 2. I would like to know what the value of X is. So I want to know what this one is over here. What is the value of X and what is my reason? What is the value of X and what is my reason? Hands up if you can tell me. Value of X and my reason. Oh, Madao, I see you, but I have you unmuted. I just can't hear you. Letwin, yes.
Ma'am, I'm trying, is it A, 112?
So we're going to be looking at this. So we're going to be looking at that U over there.
Oh, so it's 63 degrees.
When we have a U, what do they have to equal together? This was from our lesson yesterday, not yesterday, on Tuesday, I think. Let's see. Alwande, can you tell me what I would do in this situation? What would it look like?
I said X is equal to 63 degrees, and I said my reason was co-interior angles.
Okay, I really like your reason. So co-interior angles, but what do co-interior angles have to equal?
180.
Yeah, and is that what you've done?
Oh, no.
No. Do you think you can try and help me write out an equation here? X plus what?
X plus 63 is equal to 180.
There we go. Okay, so then X is going to be 180 minus 63.
Minus 60.
So what is X going to be?
Can I just calculate that really?
Of course. Take your time.
It's going to be equal to 117 degrees.
Perfect. Do you see where you went wrong the first time?
Yes.
Well done. Well done, really. It's really impressive that you guys can see where you went wrong. I'm so happy.
Good. To make mistake in this class. Yeah. I wonder, it's not letting me mute you. Do you mind muting yourself for me?
Excuse me?
Okay. All right. Okay, do you mind muting yourself for me? It's not letting me mute you.
I've already muted her.
Oh, that's so weird. It's not showing on my side. Okay. All
I
right.
think your screen
Question
was even stuck, but
3.
now you're back.
Question 3. We've got this dude over here. What are we going to do in this situation? Is my screen frozen?
Either it's my network because for a moment you were frozen, but now we're okay. We're okay now.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. Ooh. Debo, can you help me? What is X going to be in this situation?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
X is equals to 45 degrees. Reason is alternate angles.
Good.
AB
X is equal to 45 degrees. All the angles are equal. And then you were finishing that off for me?
AB is parallel to CD.
Perfect. 100%. Nice. Nice job. Awesome. Okay. Oh, sorry, Lunico. Lunico, I've unmuted you, but you can do the next one then. Okay, so far we have done corresponding, we've done cointerior, we've done alternate angles. Awesome. On to our next one. Lunico, do you feel brave? Can you do this one?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask about the y value on the second one.
Okay. The y value you would do exactly the same way. So you would be looking at a u, and then you would be saying 112 plus y is equal to 180.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So guys, the only reason I didn't work out the y is because we're just zooming through these rules. We're just trying to remember them. We're not doing like big questions on them, if that makes sense. Okay, so this one, I'm wanting to know what X is going to equal, and I need to know what my reason is going to be for this one. Ayanda, can you help me with this question?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi,
Can you hear me, ma'am?
I can.
Ma'am, X is equals to 48 degrees, ma'am.
Good. What's my reason?
Sum of angles in a triangle.
No! These are your little hints. These little lines. These lines are your hints.
Oh, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Opposite equal sides. Is it
You're getting the angles opposite.
angles
Equal.
opposite equal sides?
There we go. There we go. We got there. Nice. Okay. So X is equal to 48 degrees because of angles opposite equal sides. It's an isosceles triangle. As soon as we see an isosceles triangle, so as soon as we see these lines, remember they can also sometimes just be one line. That's telling us it's an isosceles triangle. And that's telling us that our angles are the same as each other. And then we're going to use this rule over here. Okay. All right, so far we have looked at these 4 rules. I'm just going to zoom out so that if you wanted to take a sort of bigger picture, you're welcome to. So the first 3 are when we deal with parallel lines. That's our FUN for fun. And then the 4th one over here is when we have an isosceles triangle. So I get 48 degrees because this angle here needs to be equal to that angle there. These lines act like little arrows. So let me try and erase some things here to show you. This is like acting as an arrow to that angle, and this is acting as an arrow to that angle. And it's saying that those angles will be equal to each other if the sides are equal to each other. Okay. Those are our first 4 rules. Good. I hope you aced the quiz too. This is our sneaky rule. Our sneaky. Oh, I can go back. But see what we haven't gotten there yet. Okay. I see some hands. Lihle, can you tell me what to do here? Just need to unmute on your side, sweetheart. Oh, lost Lihle. Okay, let's try. Theo, can you help me out?
Ma'am, if Thea's not available, can I do it?
Yes, absolutely.
Theo, are you
Um,
there?
Yeah, we've lost
Okay.
we've lost Theo.
Yeah.
Who was answering first though?
I think it was Theo talking.
I also thought it was Theo talking. No, I'm so confused.
Because
okay.
Theo said, ma'am, if Theo can't answer, can I answer? And I'm like, but it's Theo.
Yeah, I know. That was exactly what happened to me. I was like, I don't know what's going on. It was so weird. Okay, I'm just gonna, okay, let's go to Isona. Isona, can you help me out? What is X going to equal? Tell me my reason and tell me what it will equal.
I think X is equal to 60.
Okay, so I'm going to write it as an equation. So I'm going to say X is equal to 25 plus 35. What's my reason?
Angles on straight line.
No! What is this angle? He has a special name. That angle has a special name.
Exterior.
Yes, it's an exterior angle. Okay, so when we're using the exterior angle, what would our reason be?
Exterior.
Try and have a look. There's some people trying to help you in the chat. See if that helps.
Exterior angle of a triangle.
There we go. Exterior angle of triangle. Okay, and then we would say therefore X is equal to 60 degrees. Good. Okay, progress. Oh. His hands are like disappearing and popping up, and so people are getting unmuted. And anyway, okay.
Sorry,
Hello, my
ma'am. I
sweetheart.
was going to answer.
I know. Can you? But keep yourself unmuted. Maybe you can answer my next one for me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for what X is in this situation. Do you think you can help?
I think so.
Okay. Tell me what you think I should do.
I think you should say X is your 120 plus 35 is equal to X, or plus
Oh.
X is
Okay, there we go. Yeah, 120 plus 35 plus X. I like it.
is equal to 180 because there are sum of angles in a triangle.
Yes, sum of angles in a triangle. Beautiful. Good. Okay. So where would I go to from there?
What I do is I say that X is equal to 180 minus 155, since I added 120 plus 35.
Perfect. I'm going to just minus them separately like this, just so everyone sees
Okay.
what you've done, but that's great.
So then X is going to be equal to 155.
Is X going to be equal to 155?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
It's
sorry.
okay.
180 minus 155. X is going to be equal to 25 degrees.
There we go. Good. Okay, so what we're looking at in this question here is we are saying we have got a triangle, and we know that if we add all of our angles together in a triangle, we have to get 180 degrees. And so we're going to add them together. We're going to say it's equal to 180, and then our reason is going to be sum of angles in a triangle. Okay, cool. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the three triangle ones that we have learned so far. We've also got alter angles just chilling there at the moment. Okay, so we have got the first one over here, which was our isosceles triangle, and that's going to be angles opposite equal sides. Then we've got our exterior angles. That one always sneaks in there. It's a sneaky question. They like to put those in exams because people make mistakes with them all the time. And then we've got our last one, which is sum of angles in a triangle. Okay. Cool. We've got 3 more, and then we can go on to some of our questions where we start mixing these all together. Good. Okay. Next one. Ayanda has just kept his hand up. Ayanda, we're all yours. Tell me what X
Hi,
is going
ma'am.
to be and what my reason is going to be.
Ma'am, X is equal to 135, ma'am, vertical opposite sides.
Yes. Oh, sides, we're going to say?
Angles, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, so X is equal to 135 degrees. Vert of angles are equal. Beautiful. Thank you, Ayanda. Nice. Okay, progress. So whenever we see this bow tie situation or this cross, we know that this angle is going to equal that angle, and we know that this angle is going to equal that angle. Okay. Cool. 2 more. 2 more. And then we will have gone through all of the rules we've learned so far. Next one. I want to know what X is. Zakanye, can you help me find X?
X is equals to X plus 135 equals to 180 degrees. The reason
Good.
is angles on a straight line.
Yes, well done. Angles on a straight line, 100%. Okay, so what would I do after that?
X is equals to 130. X is equals to 180 subtract 135.
Good. So what would X be equal to?
May I please calculate quickly, ma'am?
Of course, absolutely.
X is equals to 45.
Yes, well done, sweetheart. You did so well. Nice job. Okay, who thinks that they can tell me? So tell me in the chat here, what is our important word? It's a fancy word. What's our important word that we need to keep in mind when we use this rule? Yes, Tristan? Yes. Yes. Pabi? Yes. Okay, the important word with this rule, and it's not in the one, the important word is adjacent. Okay, and adjacent is a fancy word for next to. All right, we are only allowed to use this rule, angles on a straight line, if our angles are next to each other. If they are adjacent, they have to be sharing an arm. So that's called an arm. They have to share that arm. They have to be right next to each other if we want to use this rule. If we have a line like this, okay, and we say that this is 110 degrees, and we say that this is X, okay? Yes, they are both on a straight line, okay? I agree with that. They are on a straight line, but they are not adjacent. They are not next to each other. They do not share an arm. And so I would not allow to be able to say 110 plus X equals 180 because they are not adjacent, okay? And because they're not adjacent, we can't use this rule. Okay. Cool. One more, and then I'll zoom out so you can take a photo again. All right. What's the difference between complementary angles and angles on a straight line? Complementary angles is the same. So complementary angles mean that they would add up to 180 degrees. So you can write complementary angles if that's what you've learned in school. Absolutely fine to write that. Okay. Actually, can everyone just do me a favor, because there's quite a few hands that are up. Do you mind just putting your hands down for a second unless you have a question? So if you have a question, keep your hand up. If you don't have a question and you were just wanting to answer, then just pop your hand down for me for a second, just so I can deal with anyone who feels confused. Yeah, Ossie, you can absolutely ask. Theo, I'm trying to unmute you, but I'm not sure that you think you're Theo. So I don't know if you Oh, seeing my unmuted. Princess, how can I help?
Ma'am, may I please ask, is there a difference between angles on a straight line or sum of angles in a straight line?
No, so if your teacher told you to use sum of angles in a straight line, that's absolutely fine. Sometimes teachers prefer that because the people
No, ma'am, not on
are
a straight
able to
line,
see
in a
that they're
triangle. No, in a triangle, not straight line.
You definitely can't say sum of angles on a straight line in a triangle.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. If you have any other question, guys, pop your hands up for me. Theo, I don't know what's happening here. I'm trying to unmute you, but you haven't unmuted.
I've also tried to unmute Theo, but I'm not succeeding.
Okay. What was the reason for similar triangles? So we haven't done similar triangles yet. We're going to be doing similar triangles, and we're actually going to start similar triangles in 2 weeks, but we haven't done similar triangles. Okay, last rule, and then I'll zoom out for you. Last rule, I'm wanting to find out what X is going to be in this situation. I want to find out what X is going to be. Pangeni, do you think you can help me find X?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what would I do?
So, ma'am, you say 200 equals to 35 plus X. Or 200 plus 35 equals to X.
There we go. 200 plus 35 still not equal to X. I'm gonna move to someone to see if that they can help you over here with this question. Let's have a look. Tabang, do you think you can help me with this one? So at the moment, I've got 200 plus 35. What else would I need to do in order to get to the rest of this? Yeah.
Oh, okay. For me, I think that you have to take S and then add it with 200.
Okay.
No, wait. Yes. X plus 200 equals 35 equals 360 because the 200 that is outside is a revolution angle.
Okay, so what would my reason be here?
Oh, well, I'm not sure, but I can say like angles around the point.
Yes, there we go. Angles around a point. You got there. Nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
No
Thank
problem.
you, ma'am.
Okay, so when we have a point like this, when we have a full revolution, all of these angles added together have to give us 360 degrees. So we're going to add the 200 plus the 35 plus the X, and that has to give us the 360. Okay, so then I'm going to say X is equal to 360 minus 200 minus 35. And what are we going to land up getting as our answer for X here? So we're going to have, there we go, nice, 125 degrees. Nice job, guys. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see these last three that we just did. Okay.
Time to shine. Take your screenshots.
And now we have fully revised all of the rules that we have learned in geometry up till this point. So I'm going to zoom through them from here. Bloop, 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 bloop. We have corresponding angles. That's when we have our F, okay? And when we have parallel lines. We have co-interior angles. That's when we have our U with parallel lines. We have alternate angles. That's when we have our Z or our N. We have angles opposite equal sides when we have an isosceles triangle. We have exterior angle of a triangle when we have this outside angle that's part of a triangle. It has to be on a straight line. We have sum of angles in a triangle when we're adding all of our angles together in a triangle. When we have our bow tie situation, we have vertically opposite angles are equal. So vert up angles are equal. When we have a straight line, we're going to use angles on a straight line, and we're going to add those together, and they have to be adjacent. And then our last one is angles around a point. So we can add all of them together and it would be angles around a point. So this is just recapping everything that we have done with geometry at this point. All of your rules in one spot. Okay. I mean, you can take a picture, but it would be very, very small. But I don't know if that helps you in any way. You're welcome to if you'd like one. Okay, cool. Let's go down and actually start dealing with some of these questions now. Let's start mushing them all together and see how we go. I see that there are some hands up. If your hands were up to answer a question, do you mind popping them down for me? If they're up for a question, then just keep them up and I'll try and go through some of them. I just want to unmute you if I don't need to. Okay. A Sunday, how can I help?
Sorry, ma'am. I left it up.
Okay. Tabang, how can I help?
Oh, ma'am.
Yeah.
For the last question, by angles around a point, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know, why did we have to minus if we added?
So remember, when things jump over the equal sign, their sign changes. So because that was plus 35, when you jumped over, it became minus 35. And that was plus 200. So when you jumped over, it became minus 200.
Wait, ma'am, can you please repeat it? Like, I couldn't hear you, sorry.
Okay, when we have an equation, when a number jumps over the equal sign, so this 35 is jumping over the equal sign, its sign has to change. So it was plus, and then it has to change to minus.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Okay, I do know that it is time for a brain break. I do understand that, but I would like us to do one question. No, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's our first day of mixing these all together. It's okay. We can have our brain break and then we'll jump into some questions where we mix them all together. Okay, your brain breaks are nice and quick today, so it'll be fun. Okay, then we're going to come back to these guys. So Brian today has brought, as requested, 3 dingbats for you. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what a dingbat is, if this is the first time you've heard that word, it is just a picture and you have to figure out what the word is or what the sentence is. Geometry transformation, I don't think we're going to do geometry transformation. We are going to do congruency and similarity. We're going to be starting that the week after next week. Okay. Okay, so your first one. Let's see. What is this? Remember, put your answers in the chat for me rather than put your hands up, because then I'm able to see what you have. Not pack bag. It's definitely not Jesus or a car or stickman. Remember, I'm looking for like a sentence. This is something you would say to someone. This is something you would say to someone. Yeah.
You can do this, my pebs. Let's go.
No. It's not a face. No. Guys, you're not even listening to my clue. The sentence that I have has got 4 words. I'm looking for 4 words. Oh, and you're close. You're close. You're not right, but you're close. Not eyes. Nope. Guys, it's not a thing. I'm looking for a sentence. I'm looking for a sentence of what this is. Your clue was that it is 4 words, and you guys are just ignoring your clue. Okay.
4 words, not 4 letters, my pips.
By having eyes in your sentence, you're getting very close. So I'll give that to you as your last word. No. You have 4 eyes? No. Upside down robot? No. So your last word is going to be eyes.
4 words, my
No.
pips.
No, 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 no. Think about what these are. What shape is this? There we go, Kira. Okay, Kira, you're on a good track with that now. Think about something you would say to someone. Maybe if they haven't slept very well. Maybe if they look a little bit tired. Okay, we're getting on the right track. There, oh, you're getting on the right track. You're just not quite there. There we go. Okay. Circles under the eyes. Do we get it? There are circles. There are circles that are under. The circles are under. They are under the eyes. Those are our eyes. The circles are under the eyes. You have circles under the eyes. You guys told me that I was giving you dingbats that were too easy. So this is your fault. Kira.
This one was hard.
Ella ma'am, but like I don't understand this because like there's 5 lines and another line and 2 circles. That just makes no sense.
They just these lines are eyes. They're eyes. They're capital eyes.
But those aren't capital I's. Those are like
Yes.
lines.
Capital eyes
I's
look like lines.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's try another one. Let's try one more. Okay. This one you should be able to get quickly. It's 3 words that I'm looking for. Think about like if someone was late and then they like finally arrived. Think about what your teachers would say if you arrived to class late. Three words. Ah, there we go. I see an answer. Yes, it's about time. So your it's, there's your it's, the it's, they are about, as in they are around time. It's about time. Nice. Chuffed. Okay, one more. One more, and then we're going to get back into maths mode. Yes, Kira. Tabang, how can I help?
It's a time traveler. Forget that people.
Not a time traveler. No, no, no. This one is just, the whole answer is just, it's about time. Okay, one last one, and then we're getting into some maths. This one's nice and easy, I promise. There we go, Tristan. Nice. Left overs. Because they are left. And the word is overs. Come on, that was a good one. I tried to give you something new on Tuesday and you weren't a fan. You're making my life very difficult. Naledi, how can I help?
Ma'am, I don't think I like those dingbats.
They're not for you.
Yes.
Don't you think they're clever though when you see them?
No.
What if you took a picture of it and you tortured your parents with it? Would that not
They
make
would
you...
have no idea.
Yeah, wouldn't that make you joyful?
Pardon?
Wouldn't that make you happy just to see them trying to figure it out?
Ma'am, it wouldn't be fun for them.
Okay, let's jump back into some maths, guys. Let's jump back into some maths. Okay, so we are now going to bring together all of that information that we have just learned, okay? Because we've just done a lot of information. We've like brought everything together, and we're going to look at a question like this. Okay, so now in this question, I need to find A, B, C, and D. You do not have to find them in alphabetical order. You can find them in any order you like, whatever, like anywhere that you find it, that's fine. Okay, so I'm happy with whatever letter you would like to start with. Different brains work in a different way. I see lots of hands up already, but there's no ways you would have done all of your letters at the moment. So I want you to first take a moment, take out your piece of paper. I want you to find all the letters for me and make sure you have all your reasons. And when you have every single letter, so when you have A, B, C, and D, and you have your reasons, then pop your hand up for me. Okay.
We can do this, my people. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think that Othozola, iPhone, Madao, Otepeng, all of you have already worked out everything.
There's way too much first. First, go through all of them. There are 4 letters that you have to find. So take out your paper, work through each of them, make sure you have your reasons.
Naledi, relax. No pressure at all for you. No pressure. Let's try work it out, my pips. We can do this.
Try and put all of those rules that we've been talking about into practice here and see what you can get. I'm going to give you some time for this. Yes, they also probably, if you don't have the reasons, you don't get the mark. The reason has to be with it. Try and combine all of the things that you've learned so far and see if you could figure out this. And remember that you're looking at 8 marks for a question like this. This would be worth 8 marks. Okay. So make sure you're happy with all of your answers. Madal, that's looking good. And once you're happy with all of your answers, let us know and we will start going through this slowly. Money, just be careful. Is that an F? Can you draw an F with that? So we're just going to give you some time to work through this, so don't panic. I'm just going to give you a couple more minutes, and then we are going to try and work through this together and see what we can find. And remember, different people will have done it in different ways, and that's okay.
We're getting them, my people. Remember, 8 marks in the bag. So I guess all these people are ready with the answers. I see a lot of hands.
I'm going to give you guys 1 more minute, and then we'll start working through people.
Yeah, they look all ready. Let's go. We can do this, guys. I cannot wait. 8 marks in the bag.
8 marks.
Let's see.
Okay, let's jump straight in. Athazola, do you think you can help me? Where am I going to start with this question?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So I say A is equal to 32 alternating angles.
Good. What else do I have to write? So alternating angles are equal. What else do I have to write there for my reason?
for a reason.
Mhm.
A is equal to 32. Alternating EF is parallel to CD.
Good. Okay, now sweetheart, if you don't put that in, you don't get the mark. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So this is super important. Don't leave that off. All right. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Nice. Great. 2 marks in the bag. Now we know that this is 32 degrees. Next one.
Next one, ma'am.
Keep going.
Okay. 107, ma'am, is equal to D plus B exterior angles of a triangle.
Mm-mm.
Oh, ma'am.
We've taken
Ma'am?
a side road. We took a side road. It was dark. It was a bad decision. We went down
was
the
a bad
wrong
decision.
road. Yeah, bad
Okay,
decision.
ma'am.
You can use exterior angles, but it wouldn't be with B and D.
It wouldn't be B and D,
Mm-mm.
but ma'am.
I'm gonna share the love a little bit and move to our next person, but you'll see why now. Okay. Oshaping, yes. Tell me for my next one.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning. Oh,
Ish,
evening.
afternoon. Where are we? I've got B. So I must say B equals to 107.
B does not equal 107.
No.
Mm-mm.
Wait. Okay, can I do this one of inside this one for D? Okay, it's 107 plus 33. Oh, 32 plus D equals 180.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm gonna move on to our next person for this one. Okay, let's see.
You're doing great though. You're doing really good. Thank you for trying.
Exactly. Thank you for trying. Sebo, do you think you can help me with the next one?
Okay, ma'am. I would like to try D.
Okay, sure. What would I do for D?
So I said D plus 107 is equals to 120. My reason is angles on a straight line.
So I like your reason, angles on a straight line. What is it going to be equal to?
120, ma'am.
120? What do angles on a straight line equal?
Sorry.
180.
80.
Yeah.
And then you're going to see D is equals to 180 minus 107.
Okay, so what is D going to equal?
D is going to equal 73 degrees.
Good. Okay, 73 degrees for D. Good. Okay, progress. I'm just moving down the line here, guys. So whatever order the hands came up, that's what I'm moving down in. Kira, can you help me with my next letter?
Hi, ma'am. I'm
Hi.
going to do B, ma'am. So
Okay.
B plus 32 degrees plus 73 degrees equals 180. Sum of angles in a triangle.
Yes. Okay.
And then B equals 180 minus 105, and then B equals 75.
So 32 minus 73, B equals 75. I like it. Good.
Okay, ma'am.
Nice. Okay. So I'm just going to stop there for a second. Don't worry. I'm going to carry on going with the hands, but just to deal with for B. So Bisibo, I'm just going in the order that the hands came up. So I'm just unmuting as I see hands. All right. So a few of you wanted to do corresponding angles, and you're not wrong. You could have done corresponding angles, but just be careful. That is the F. Okay. So if you did corresponding angles, that 107 has to equal A plus B. So just be careful if you did corresponding angles. And then for my other one, if you want to do exterior angles, that's also okay. That is an exterior angle, but that would be equal to B plus 32. So 107 would be B plus 32. So both of those reasons would be okay. You just weren't putting them in quite the right way. Okay. Nati, I am looking for my answer for C. What am I going to do? Oh, we can't hear you.
Hello, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. Hello.
So I said C is equals to 32 plus 73 plus 75, and then exterior angles of a triangle.
So you said C is equal to 32 plus?
Yeah, 73 plus 75.
Okay. We've taken a wrong turn. You could use exterior angles of a triangle here, but it would be quite messy. So it won't be our easiest one to work with for C.
Okay.
But good try, good try. And I like that you saw that it was an exterior angle. Okay, iPhone, yes. Tell me what I'm going to do for C.
Oh, ma'am, I use corresponding angles. I used F.
Okay, so what was C going to be equal to then?
73.
Perfect. C is equal to 3. My reason, corresponding angles. What am I going to write after I've written corresponding angles?
CD parallel to EF.
Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Good. Okay. So in that case, this was our F that we were looking at there. So I'm just going to highlight it for you guys. Here is my line. Those are my parallel lines. And so that angle would be equal to that angle for corresponding angles. Okay. Remember, if you've used a different reason, you went a different road, that's totally okay. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just, like, if your angles are wrong, then you know that you've gone wrong somewhere. Okay. So 8 marks. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. How did we do? Did anyone get all 8? Kira, look at you, you little munchkin. Yes. Munati, nice, good.
And my babes, we
We're
did
lucky.
so well.
How can I help?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, I noticed that for A, you just wrote the answer and the reason. So, ma'am, for D and B, if you didn't show the calculations and just wrote the answer and the reason, were you still going to get 2 marks?
Yeah, for D and B, you would have gotten full marks. If you had just written B is equal to 75 with the correct reason, they would have given you full marks for that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Can I re-explain B? So for B, we were looking at this dude over here. Okay, we were looking at this triangle. There, that triangle. And in that triangle, we would have had said 73 plus B plus 32 has to equal 180 because they are all angles in a triangle. Okay. Singa, yes, how can I help?
Hey, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, I would like to ask, say now you're in a test and then you're like, do the sum, but then you don't write the reasoning. Do you get half the mark or do you get nothing at all?
Big fat 0.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
It's very sad, but it is true.
Okay, ma'am.
Half of the battle with geometry, guys, is making sure your reasons are correct. That's why we want to get this all in the right way. Do you see how nice and neat it is? It's easy to mark. It's easy to read. So theta is sometimes just used as an angle. So like, for example, instead of writing B, they could have written theta instead of writing B or writing X. And it's exactly the same. So just instead of a B, you would write theta. Just think of it as a variable. Don't be scared by theta.